what makes a senior engineer. Is it just the year of experience, or is it the ability to make everyone around you better? Our guest today, Shailendra, proves it's the latter. At Texas Instruments, he leads key projects and mentors junior devs to help them reach the next level. He's an NIT alum who moved from electrical engineering to the top of the software world. Please welcome Shailendra Yadav.
I was going through your background and found that you studied electrical engineering, and today you are a senior software engineer at Texas Instruments. That's actually a big shift, being a electrical student and working as a software engineer. So, how did this transition actually happens to you?
So the transition between electrical engineering and software engineering. So what I feel is our 50% work is already done because we are engineer. Yeah, so engineering is not like you are bound to any particular branch. So as an engineer, it means to me a problem solver. So if you are an engineer, so you can solve the problems. So now you can choose what kind of problems you want to solve. So I chose to software being a software engineer. So from NIT, you can sit in the placements and all in the final year of your college, right? So for software engineering, you can build the projects and you can see them live in a very low cost. Okay, but if you want to become an electrical engineer, you have to build big projects at a high scale. Then you need a lot of infrastructure to see these things working, right? So I started doing coding and I started learning that and I started loving that, and that's how I got into software engineering field.
That's great. And I always wondered that, like, non-CS students often feel they are left behind others because in core CS, they learn about core subjects in their college and universities, which
Correct.
will the people interview ask in the interviews. But there was a disadvantage with other branches people just like you don't have core subjects in your curriculum. So did electrical engineering help you in any way when you moved into softwares, like any subjects, with any subject or anything you learned?
So the first thing I already discussed, like being an engineer, it brings curiosity inside you, and you can learn anything you want. So I'm a self-taught learner. So I learned everything from YouTube, from the courses, resources, the books were available in my library. So all the resources I got, I'm a self-taught learner, and this is the main thing I learned from the not from the electrical engineering only, from the engineering background only, like being a curious person, learning things on your own. When you go to college, right, you don't study much from the professors. You study from YouTube, you study from NPTL, you study from books, friends. So this is how I learned everything. I learned, it's not like I just learned coding and all. I just did grind lead code and got into computer science. So I studied all these subjects like operating system, DBMS, computer networking, everything I learned, and from friends, library books, YouTube courses, everything.
That's great. And now a student these days tries to learn everything at once, like Java, Python, AI, cloud, DevOps, and all. If you had to keep it simple for them, what's the one thing beginners should really focus on in the early years of their university?
So, in the early years of their university, yeah, I would suggest them to explore things. I won't stop them like go in deep from the first year of your college only. So that will be a very big challenge in coming future. Like they did not even explore other things, and that will be a constraint for them. I would suggest in initial years of your college, take big risk, explore everything, whatever you want, explore everything, curriculum, other than your curriculum, extracurricular activities, sports, everything. And then if you find something suitable for you, then go deep into that. Now coming to the point in technical way, like you told about like Java, Python and all, people try to learn everything at once, right? But the thing is, when you come to industry, you are not a Java developer, you are not a Python developer in big techs. Okay, there might be companies where they particularly hire you for a particular language, like they will hire you only for Python, only for Java, and you will be called as Python developer or Java developer. But when you are becoming a software engineer, you are becoming a software engineer. You are not becoming any particular language developer. So you just need to focus on the core fundamentals, and then you can solve problems in any language you want. And I have never faced any issue in any interview, any company where I was constrained to you should use only this language in any big techs. So initially explore everything. Then if you find anything perfect for you, then go deep into that. I would suggest that.
Great. Thank you for this. And previously, you mentioned that you are a self learner. You learn everything by yourself by reading books and YouTube tutorials. Can you please share how do you do that? Like, what people do is they watch YouTube and solve 4 to 5 questions, and after 4 to 5 questions, they are unable to solve new questions, new patterns. So, how did you keep learning new patterns, new things, and what was your formula actually to learn by yourself from books and from YouTube tutorials?
So there is no master rule for that. Even I was also that kind of person who solved like 4 or 5 problems, and then new problem comes in. I was not able to solve that, and I got very much. I became sad after that. Oh, I'm not able to do that. First 4 to 5 months of coding, and then seeing a new question. Even after 4 months, I was not able to solve the new questions. Then I used to go to lead code solutions. I used to read about how people like multiple approaches people are using. This is how I learned. I am also not kind of a person like who is a very brilliant or who is a very good at very core competitive programmer. I'm not that kind of person, but my main strength is I keep trying. I don't doubt on myself. I just like as we have already like I gave JE mains, JE advanced. During that time, I gained this confidence. Like I just need time. I am not like I cannot do it. I can do it. I just need time. So during this time of preparation of my placements, I followed the same strategy. I just need to give time, but I don't have to give up, and I don't have to feel like I am falling behind other friends. This is the main thing happens when we sit in the placements, right? Our peers are getting placed in good companies, like people are getting placed at day zero, day one, and you are still sitting in placements and getting rejected, right? So I was also that kind of person who got rejected by multiple companies. So it's not like that I am pro at it. Still, even if I solve I get a very new question, I might not solve that. I can never say I'm a pro at it. So you just keep trying, and things will fall in your plate.
Thank you. And since we are talking about beginners, let's talk about projects, which is most important in resume or even in interviews. Most college projects looks like same CRUD apps, to-do list, weather apps.
Yeah,
In your experience,
checking
what kind of
applications.
projects? Yeah. So what kind of projects actually helps a student stand out? Like something that makes a recruiter or a team say, yes, I want this person.
I have interviewed around 30 students in last 2 3 years. So I have interviewed for internships. I have interviewed for full time roles. One thing I notice is like we generally copy paste or we do it from a YouTube tutorial. We create some Amazon clone, e-commerce clone from a YouTube 8 hour long YouTube video. We do that, right? Everyone does that. So I skip that part if I see like it is yeah, it is same kind of project I have seen earlier, so I skip that part. But to stand out, I would suggest there should be some honest projects like which you feel is solving a real problem. Everybody knows like if you are putting these kind of projects like chat application, e-commerce application, so all of them are copied from somewhere or cloned from git repo. Every interviewer know that because they have been through the same phase. So it would be better if we put some honest project which is of real use, even two of friends are using. Like you created a application for your own help, like you were not able to cope up with your routine, so you created a routine maker where you are creating whole day routine and you are following that, and not a lot of people are using that. It's not cool, but still you are using that. It's a very honest project, so I would definitely like that. Even other interviewers will be liking that.
Great. So I agree with you. You mentioned that you interviewed around 30 students from last few years. Can you please tell me some common mistakes they usually repeat?
So, common mistake is first of all is like people put a lot of things in their projects which are useless. So, which clearly shows like it has been copied or it's of no use. These days, what is happening? People are using Chat GPT to create resume. Even I use AI and all, but I can back this with the data. But when you are in college, you don't have any users, right? But still you are claiming that you have reduced it latency and you optimize the SQL query. So if you are writing something on resume, be prepared for the questions asked by the interviewer. So they will definitely grill you on that if you are over promising something. Be honest in the resume, and avoid cheating and all. Be confident. And if you like, what we feel during interviews, like when I was a student, when I felt like I shouldn't be wrong at any point, I should be 100% correct, then only they will select me, right? But in reality, we don't seek for 100% real person, 100% accurate person. We want a person who is a real person and honest person, and who can solve problems. That's it. And who can approach the problems with a solution mindset. So I would like that person instead of like a person who is like 100% correct.
So you also mentor juniors closely. So I'm sure they ask you a lot of questions regarding jobs and advices. Can you please share what's one piece of advice you always giving them?
It's a very classical advice I always give. You should not feel like you are not ready. And sometimes we feel I will start giving interviews when I am fully prepared. I will approach this recruiter, or I will apply to this company only when I have solved 1,000 lead code problems, or I have this much rating at Code Forces. Then only I will apply to Google. So never think about that. Take the chances, give the interviews, learn from them, and improve. Then you will get to know where you were lacking behind. Even I did these mistakes in my early career. Like I always used to chase the perfection. Like I will become perfect, then I will apply to this and that. So we should not wait for that. We should keep applying. You are always ready. Think about that.
Great, thank you for the advice. And now let's go back for a moment. I know you are a senior software engineer,
Yeah.
but if you were again in your first or second year of your college in today's tech world, what would you do differently?
So in today's tech world, again, things are very uncertain. Everybody knows that if any person comes in and say, "Yeah, I know the future," they are actually lying to you. So again, if I am in the first and second year of college, I would explore a lot of things. And second year, like first year is solely for the exploration. Explore everything, whatever you can. Explore everything in terms of technicals, in terms of your profession, in terms of your culture, anything you want to explore, explore that in the first year. In second year, start focusing on one or two things and getting deep into things. So this is how first and second year should be. So in starting, as you asked me, like people are learning Java, Python, C++, and all. Do whatever you can do. Like take any risk you want to take in the first year or second year. It's totally okay. Explore, go in the breadth, and when you come in like third or fourth year, then you can become like more serious and go in depth. So this is how I would be. Like you should be curious always, and as AI is coming up, so you should have a knowledge of like little bit of everything, but you should be master in one thing. This is how I feel.